Have you ever worried about an intervention? Like,
that's why I quit.
It's like, please, I can't let that happen.
When you were really bad, like maybe a couple years ago, did you ever like think like, am I walking into an intervention? Have you ever thought that?
Not really, no.
Okay.
It's usually egged on by most of my friends, so I don't know why I would get an intervention. All of my friends are terrible alcoholics. Like, I have to avoid them.
Today's podcast is brought to you by EveryPlate. Get $1.49 per meal by going to everyplate.com/podcast and entering code GoodThings149. That's $1.49 per meal at everyplate.com/podcast with the code GoodThings149. And SeatGeek. Use my code NASH and get $20 off your first order. Guys, what's up? Welcome back to the All Good Things podcast. We're chilling today. It's a Friday here. And we got Jac and Scott joining us.
Woo.
Nivine is on my left today. Hello. You look gorgeous today.
Thank you. Likewise.
Thank you so
Jac,
much.
you look amazing today.
I was going to say, thank you so much.
It's the couples episode right here on the All Good Things podcast. Four people that are in coupling.
Four people in
Two
a
couples.
Two
in a
couples,
couple.
4 people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Couple
if
of
you
couples.
put them together, it's a quadruple.
First of all, what have you guys been up to? Anything you want to plug right off the top?
Ooh, well.
Oh, Scott, you have new weed coming out.
Our weed company.
He brought
CBD
some.
company.
Happy Face, guys. Happy Face Weed. I used to shoot a lot of my podcasts in his store.
Mm-hmm.
And now you have, it's been 2 years. They've been doing CBD, sweetheart.
Oh,
And-
CBD.
And now they're officially doing weed. Let's take a look.
Officially doing weed. Here's our box of pre-rolls. Open
They're
that.
like
open that
little
up.
God, it's
mini joints.
gorgeous.
I love the packaging.
Empty.
Oh.
That's just so you can see the box. This has some pre-rolled joints in it.
Oh,
For you guys.
And Scott, how much do you plan on making on the weed business? What do you think? You think it's going to go to the moon?
$8
Probably
billion.
billions.
Yeah, really?
Millions of dollars.
What is the goal with a weed business? Is the goal to like sell to a bigger company or?
No, we have a lot of like plans moving forward. Like our guy Kyle is really well connected in the weed industry, and we have like plays in Thailand we're going to expand to, and Canada, and potentially Greece. Like there's places that you can ship weed out of. Whereas US, you can't ship it out of here. So we have like one of the best growers in California, if not like the best, from what I've heard and what I've smoked. But
And how much are you making on your OnlyFans per month?
well, in
How'd you know that was the next plug he wanted to do?
should I just say how much I made in like 1 month?
If you want to, babe, light this up. Get ready for this figure.
In
You're gonna
December,
smoke this after you hear this.
in December, I made $100,000.
Oh my God!
Really?
And he hasn't even really like, he's promoted it on his Snapchat, a little bit on his Twitter, but he hasn't done like an official, like on his Instagram, hey, I have an OnlyFans. So if he did that.
Does that make you feel
It's
like
crazy.
good about yourself? Like, I feel like that's like the ultimate like ego stroke that like people are paying for your picture, right? Like, I would go to sleep so happy. I'd be like, people love me.
I'm not gonna lie. Like when I first like logged in and like started the account and saw people like hyping up my photos and stuff, I was like, wow, usually people are really mean to me. This is so cool. Like, and they're paying me.
That's awesome.
That's
I told
crazy.
Todd my favorite thing was when I went and looked at your OnlyFans and Todd's OnlyFans, and my favorite thing is just said no nudes right now, meaning that could change.
I mean, you get like right there, you know, it's like,
Yeah.
I take his photos. It's right there.
Yeah, really?
It's not out yet.
Yeah.
And we don't know if it ever will be.
Babe, you want to take my photos?
I would take really great photos of you, I think.
We'd have to stuff.
No.
We'd have to stuff something in there.
No,
Do you stuff? Have you stuffed yet?
no, I get fluffed though. I have a girlfriend, cameraman, and fluffer. At the
Oh
same
boy.
time.
Oh boy.
The cameraman?
We did not discuss this before. I'm kidding. No, I love taking the photos for him because our whole relationship, he's always been, you know, like the Instagram husband who is taking my photos of me on the beach, my butt in Hawaii and everything. So now I'm like, babe, I just need a little more cheek. Just hand a little bit lower, a little lower.
Move your hand down, tiny bit.
Just a tiny bit more.
Pop it out.
It's so fun.
Does he ever get moody about it? Like, you're the camera person, so you're in control. You're the one directing, and he's just the talent. Does he have a day where he's not feeling confident? You have to take pictures anyway.
I think there's definitely been times where you don't love the photos, but we both kind of decide it's just like bad lighting.
I just imagine,
or maybe he's a little bloated that day.
Just bad light. Yeah, I never get like moody at the way the picture's taken, but I'm like, damn, I had too much food last night. I'm not looking good.
Let's just do this tomorrow. We'll do this tomorrow. So I'm all right.
It's just like Scott's like inside the room and Jac's knocking.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want to take any more photos. I'm like, too bad.
Babe, you want to come out?
It's really funny.
But it works out. I make money. Sometimes I'll give her, slide her some cash for being the photographer.
He pays me to be his photographer. I'm like, you don't have to do that. Just buy me delicious dinner, which you always do anyways. Oh. But yeah, so it's fun.
That's really nice. You should get a cut.
She does get a cut.
Yeah.
He gives me. I say he doesn't have to, but he does.
That's nice.
He does do that.
That's
nice.
Don't
make this worse for me.
Scott, I thought of you because I know you're always trying to come up with like cool posts on Instagram, like things that'll do really well.
I would love that.
This is something that did really well.
For 3 months.
This is Eric. Go to Eric Andre. This is Eric Andre's Valentine's Day Instagram post.
Oh my God, I saw that.
This was so good. And if you guys can see, there's somebody in the mirror.
Yeah, Ratajakowski.
Ratajakowski.
That's her?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're dating apparently.
Is she naked?
Yep. Well, she's a bra on, but
I'm
totally
like,
bottomless. He is naked.
We should definitely do that. But I wouldn't post that on Instagram. See, I would post that on OnlyFans.
Right. And then I'd definitely get a cut.
Yes.
Because I'm in it.
She's in it. She gets a cut.
I mean, what makes it so good is it's Emily Ratajakowski.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And with Eric Andre, because I feel like that is a pairing that nobody was expecting.
I used to do stand up with him. I used to do open mics with him.
Really?
Yeah, he's really, really great. He's very sweet.
I mean,
is his show still running?
I don't know if they're still doing it, but he made a lot of episodes. He made a lot of seasons.
She was out with Pete Davidson a little bit before this. So maybe she's a big personality person.
My dad, we went to a Lakers game once, and she was at valet. And I took my dad to a Lakers game, and he looked at her and he said, "Oh boy, look at her, built for speed, not for comfort."
What does that mean exactly?
I think he meant like she's pretty thin, like she's.
Gotcha.
She's pretty thin.
She's thin, but she's curvy too. Look at that butt.
Yeah, she is. She's beautiful. She's really beautiful.
I did see a tweet though that said, "Not gonna lie, everything about this photo is pretty ick," because like if you zoom out, like. There's like clothes on the floor. It kind of like there's a lot of wires. Like it doesn't like. It's not the best photo.
Oh yeah, but that's Eric Andre. He's just well, he took his clothes off.
I saw one comment that was like, "I can smell this room."
That's so funny. But I love them. This is such a
like them
fun
together.
pairing.
I like them together
cute.
too. Yeah.
I think it's great.
And of course it's. It's interesting. We're sitting here picking them apart, but then people pick you guys apart too, right?
Oh yeah,
sure. Everyone gets picked apart.
Yeah,
our room probably could be picked apart way more than that one too.
Yeah,
and that's all on me.
I've
always been messy.
She's moving in, and I'm literally worried that like it'll be deal breaker because I'm so messy.
It's been 3 years and it's not a deal breaker, so there's hope for you. Yeah, maybe.
Are you really neat?
Yeah,
I'm like the OCD and she's the ADHD. So
I feel like. In a perfect couple, it has to be that way. There's always one person that's messy.
Yeah. I
so
feel like
boring if we were both neat.
Typically, I feel like all the memes and stuff is like the boyfriend is the messy one that doesn't do anything, and the girlfriend is the really neat
and always like on you to be cleaner and pick up your stuff. No, it is the opposite for us.
I've been trying to like look better and like dress nicely when we go out because she always looks so good. And so you're welcome.
We just start making out.
Should we leave?
We will.
And then last night we went out with Todd and Natalie, and I wanted to look good, and I tried on like 11 things. Scott,
you did?
Yeah. And they're all on the floor.
Yep, I was gonna say, where are they? On the floor?
So what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to like hang that back up?
That's what I do.
When I take it off, I hang it and then I go on to the next one.
Can you speak English? What? That doesn't make any sense.
Because then if I'm getting ready and then it's all messy, then it feels like, oh my God, like I can't think straight.
That's what my friends who are clean say, but I'm functioning.
What do you guys think of this? So she wants to go, she's going to go look at wedding dresses next week.
Okay.
And I want to go. And Jess was all my grill.
Everyone I've asked about this has said no.
No.
Why not?
What?
I want to go.
The whole point is for her to feel like she picked out the most beautiful dress that she feels the most beautiful in and can't wait to show you how beautiful she's going to look on that day. You can't spoil it by seeing it beforehand.
I would side with you on this one, Jason, just to do it, but I feel like it is totally like
Really?
the girl goes with the girl.
Yep.
You know, like her
It's so
girlfriend to like look at
old-fashioned.
it.
I
It's-
just think there's something fun about like,
Surprising you.
but like, so I'm trying on so many dresses, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't think it's fair if he doesn't get to see like all the pretty dresses. Like he just sees the one,
Yeah.
but no one agrees.
Oh,
with
so
that.
you do want to take him.
Like a part of me is like, no, like, because I want you to, my goal is to like make you cry by how beautiful I look that day. But I feel like
That's your goal.
it's such an overwhelming day that are you really going to focus on what I'm wearing?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I
He's
guess-
only there
I
that
think-
day, the wedding.
Yeah.
He's only there getting married because of you. His whole attention's going to be on you. All his focus is going to be
I
on
think
you.
that the dress can be beautiful, but I also don't think that that's going to be the main focus. I think he's going to look at your face and think about like the person that you are. You know, I don't
No,
think it's really all about like
Mm.
Of
the
course,
dress itself.
but it is
but
also very much about the dress.
I think the dress is for you.
Yeah, and for you.
Also, we're having a co-ed bachelor party, and which you guys obviously will be
That
there.
I love. The
Which is
co-ed
great.
bachelor.
Fun.
And
bachelorette.
Jess, my assistant, my producer, is pushing her to go to see Magic
Well,
Mike.
no, hold on. Jess said,
Thunder from Down
Jess
Under.
said like one night on the trip, like the girls go out and the guys go out.
Mhm.
And then like at the end of the night or at a certain point, we all meet up.
Yeah.
So you can do like
Yeah,
typical guy, like a strip club or whatever guys do. Circle.
Yeah, but it's not fun. Then I'm not with you during that time.
That's really sweet, baby. So,
Then Jess is spending time with you.
but me and
and I'm
Jess
not.
love each other.
Oh.
We-
Has Scott written a song about you?
Yes, a few, actually.
Really?
Mhm.
Aw.
You know that one that goes like, I don't really even like you, what you got.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
You want me to actually say the lyrics of the songs that are about me?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. One's called Just Us Two.
Aw.
Just us two.
It's like, I like to see ya and watch ya. You're my favorite show. It's how cute is that line?
Thank you.
I like to touch ya and love ya and never let go.
I can.
She remembers the lyrics better than I do.
No songs for me, huh?
No, I can't play music.
Jason.
I can't
never
play
say
music
you
either.
can't. You can.
Right.
I think we have like equal sort of vocal capabilities.
No, I don't think so. You really worked at it. You got really good.
No, I think that you have a great voice, and
So nice.
I remember when you couldn't sing, and then like and then like 4 months later you could.
I could always sing. Shut up.
No. I remember when we were like first started hanging out. I'd be like, oh, Scott's gonna go music. That's interesting. and then you sang, and I was like, well, we'll see. And then I don't know, like 4 months later, you're like, you something opened up, and you were able to like really project and stuff.
I think it was when I started doing like when I did Glassman Fits.
Yeah.
Was like, oh, you can hit like a high note there
Mhm.
or whatever. But when I did Sad Song, like there was no sort of like musical. I still don't think that I'm a great singer. I'm not like
Right.
Adele or anything like that. I just like to like
We know you're
perform
not
and entertain. Yeah, no. But like a lot of those like first songs, My Life Sucks and that Sad Song and stuff were just like, let's.
My Life Sucks and Sad Song.
Yeah, those are the first two.
Babe, you wouldn't
whole
you wouldn't like
brand.
the titles of these songs. They're not positive. They're very self-deprecating.
It was just
Yeah.
like a joke, gimmicky thing to play off the character that I played
Yeah.
in YouTube videos and stuff like that. And then Glassman was a little bit more like personal, talk about being a shy, awkward kid.
Yeah.
And then we added like a musical element, and that's when Fitz was like, "Oh, you actually sound pretty good. Like you should like try to like sing and like do like a real song or
Oh,
whatever."
yeah. Okay, we're gonna play a game. We're gonna see how well you guys know each other. Jess, can we get the board? All right, here we go. Scott,
Scott.
Echo.
what is
What
Jac's
is Jack's
favorite movie?
movie?
Oh, and I have to write my answer?
Yeah.
Wait, I have 3.
Pick one. Write all 3. Circle the one that you like the most.
Let me see if I can guess.
Okay.
It's something Disney, right? Like The Little Mermaid or something. Go ahead, go.
No, but the new one might turn into my new
Yeah.
favorite movie.
Do I say it first? Do we say it at the same time?
You flip it.
Yeah,
you
you
flip it. You
say
flip it
first.
first.
Cinderella with Lily James.
Aw.
Okay.
Okay, so I have 3 top answers. And it has The Greatest Showman, Cinderella, and Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Oh.
So you did get
Wow.
one of
Scott gets
them.
the points.
Everything Everywhere All at Once turned into one of your favorite movies already?
Yeah, I am obsessed with it.
Where was your first kiss?
Here we go. How well do Scott and Jac know each other?
How well do we know where we kissed first?
How well do they know? Go ahead, flip it around.
My kitchen.
Oh, Jac gets a little more points because she wrote near the bench.
Near
the proximity.
The bench.
Yeah.
No, she's wrong. We were by the chandelier in the dining room.
What's near the chandelier in the dining room? The bench.
There is no bench in that room.
We weren't in the. You just said we were in the kitchen. Now you're trying to say we're in the dining room?
We were in the doorway of the kitchen and
That's
the dining
the word
room.
I couldn't think of. Doorway. I was gonna write in
bench.
the doorway, but I wrote near the bench because it was the only other landmark I could think of.
The bench is all the way on the other side of the wall.
No, it's not.
Okay. What's Scott's best feature?
Is it physical or emotional?
Physical.
Should I say mine first?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My not too big, but just perfectly sized and shaped.
Perfect.
Okay, what do you actually think I wrote for you?
Probably my teeth.
I wrote his smile and his hands.
Oh.
Scott, what's Jac's worst fear?
Don't think too deep.
I don't know what your worst fear is. You're not scared of anything.
I'm going to tell you my worst fear.
You're not?
My superficial is heights.
Oh.
You know that?
I didn't know that.
Yes, you did. That's why
But
I
you're
don't.
not that scared of heights to where I would think that. Like,
Yes.
you would go on a skyscraper and look at the views in New York. Like, you're not like scared like that.
Yeah, but I wouldn't go to the very end. And if I did, I'm like this looking down. I would never go skydiving. I would never want to go parasailing again. I would never, when I'm in planes, I get really nauseous when I look straight down because I think about how high we are. And if we plummet to our death, we're goners.
I should have just said planes in general.
Planes have become a new fear of mine, but I'm trying to get over that.
Okay, last one. What is Jac's order at a bar?
I have three choices here. Depends.
Okay.
I said whatever I buy for certain occasions.
Whatever Scott gets. And then a shot of tequila. And your second one is a
Shot
tequila.
of tequila, and then a foofy drink if she's on vacation or
I
at,
was gonna write
like a nice restaurant.
one
where
of
there's,
the
like,
signature cocktails
Yeah.
at like a nice restaurant.
And you feel comfortable using the word foofy. You use it all the time? Use it a lot? Foofy?
Yeah, there's a foofy drink.
Yeah, that's interesting. I use the word foofy too. It's interesting. Thanks for playing, guys.
Done with the boards?
Yeah, get rid of the boards. Scott, I found this for you. This is a pill for binge drinking. Have you heard about this?
Ooh, no.
This is a new pill. And when you take it,
Came out on February 14th, this article.
when you take it, the alcohol, you don't feel it. You don't get happy from the alcohol.
Oh, I realized that it doesn't make me happy in the first place.
Yeah, he's actually, you've really not been drinking a lot lately at all.
Every single day of my life for the last 10 years, I've had a drink before bed, except for like a couple of times that I've quit. I quit for 1 week during the pandemic with her, and I was super happy. It was super easy for me to quit.
Right.
And 8 years ago, for like 3 weeks, I quit because I cried to my dad about spending all of my money on 2 different tables by myself at a club in Vegas.
How did it feel when you went back after the week?
When I went back after the week,
Like,
it was
so
fine.
you skip a week, right? You go a week without drinking. Then what's it feel like when you drink again?
It was fun. Like, it was
This
like
is great.
kind of in the beginning of our relationship, like mid-pandemic as well. So like we would play beer pong and like have shots and like talk and learn about each other, and like it was just kind of like a
That's so
experience
fun.
sort of thing, versus like the nights that I would just sit and like sip whiskey until I was drunk enough to feel like I didn't have to think and I could just fall asleep really easily.
Yeah.
Like that's the habit that I formed since I was like 19, because I always had problems
Yeah.
falling asleep. Like it would take me like 2 hours since I was in elementary school, because I'd be thinking about whether or not I was existing in the right reality, or if I was like
Had like an internal organ that was bleeding, like because he has
Or-
OCD, so he
a mental illness or
Very,
something. I always
like-
worried if I was like perceiving reality the right way.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I don't know.
I think you're going to be a lot better when you get older. Because I
Hope
had a
so.
lot of that same stuff when I was younger. And I think it just goes away.
I've realized that without drinking, I get less agitated. I'm able to like change what I'm
Mhm.
thinking about easier.
Mhm.
And I used to use the drinking as a way to like stop having those thoughts. I realized it actually caused more of the problem.
Have you ever worried about an intervention? Like,
That's why I quit.
It's like, please, I can't let that happen.
When you were really bad, like maybe a couple years ago, did you ever like think like, am I walking into an intervention? Have you ever thought that?
Not really, no. It's usually egged on by most of my friends, so I don't know why I would get an intervention. Right. All of my friends are terrible alcoholics. Like, I have to avoid them to like not drink.
When we went to the Super Bowl, I was like, oh, like I wonder if Scott's gonna drink or not, because I look in the corner and there's Todd and Brett, and they're just like taking shots, and they're like, Scott, come over here, and Scott's like, I drove. Sorry, no.
And you guys know the old I miss the old Heath, the do and blow Heath. Like whatever, like the little joke song we made up. Like, you know, it's all rooted in a little bit of truth. Like when he like kind of slowed down on drinking, and people are like, Heath's boring. He doesn't drink anymore. Like, I feel for Heath now.
Yeah. He's gonna live a long time.
You're not boring. You're not boring at all. This is the better version of you.
No, it's a waste of time.
It is.
Drinking is a complete waste of time. And I'll say that to anybody. All the hours I spent drinking, I was like, what? I look back on it now, I'm like, I was so dumb.
When I go out at night and I drink, so like my issue is I don't drink every night, but usually when I do drink, like I get so caught up in the moment that I'll drink more than I really should, and I don't realize how much I drank until I left the party.
Yeah.
And then once I'm not around all the loud people who are also drunk, I'm like, oh, I'm actually pretty drunk, and I have to usually go like straight to bed. I can't go back, and we can't put on a movie or order food. Like I really just need to go to sleep. So that's not fun. And then I'd wake up in the morning and have so much anxiety that I felt like I couldn't really do anything that next day just because I was either hungover or anxious or both. Yeah. And now, because you haven't really been drinking, like I'm not really drinking at all either. When I wake up in the morning, like it's so crazy just not feeling that overwhelming darkness of like, oh, today's gonna suck just because you feel hungover.
Right.
It's like, it's so night and day. I think drinking is fun for special occasions. You go on vacation, it's your birthday, but like you don't have to just overdrink.
Realizing that I had a hangover every single day and that's why I had anxiety was
yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, he was just living in a constant state of hangover.
Yeah.
So he always had anxiety and stuff.
Oh, that's really interesting. So the alcohol gives you anxiety the next day.
You didn't know alcohol literally, if you have really bad anxiety and you're drinking alcohol a lot,
do you feel that?
Cut that out of your life and you will not have that anxiety.
Drink enough.
Right. You don't really drink that much.
It forms GABA in your brain or whatever, which is what makes you like calm and makes you feel loose and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. It's like artificial GABA when you're drinking, and then when you're not drinking, your brain can't make it as much. It's kind of like ecstasy and serotonin, how it depletes it. Mm-hmm. Just another one of those things, serotonin and GABA.
Today's podcast is brought to you by EveryPlate. Yes, EveryPlate. What an incredible service this is. The food, it comes right to your house. You can stay on your diet. You can stay within your budget. And the meals are delicious. Let me tell you about it. Looking to cut down on food expenses? Get more bang for your buy with America's best value meal kit. EveryPlate is 25% cheaper than grocery store shopping. So you can count on great value week after week. Plus, only pay what you need with pre-portioned ingredients. I want to get dinner on the table quicker? Try 15 minutes or less. Our new slate of recipes ready that only take 15 minutes or less to prepare. Choose from fast, flavorful options like pimento-style grilled cheese sandwiches and smoky cumin pork tacos. Put the money you save towards making fun plans for springtime. Guys, I love using EveryPlate so I can stay within my budget, so I can feed my kids, so I can save money and be a responsible human being. As you know, I've been trying to lose weight, and with EveryPlate, I am able to keep the weight off, and that's what I love about this service. Right now, get $1.49 per meal by going to everyplate.com/podcast and entering code GOODTHINGS149. That's $1.49 per meal at everyplate.com/podcast with the code GOODTHINGS149. And my thanks to EveryPlate for sponsoring this podcast. Today's podcast is also brought to you by SeatGeek. Yes, SeatGeek, what an amazing app they are. They are a ticketing app, and they get you tickets to any concert, any sporting event, any live show, any Broadway, dirt bikes. It's on SeatGeek. I have the app right on my phone, and it's fantastic. Recently, I just surprised my fiancé with tickets to Taylor Swift in Vegas. We're going to be going there in March. Look for the vlog, and they're an incredible company. They're a company I stand behind, and I just love having the app on my phone. But listen, SeatGeek is awesome. They've been with me for so long, and right now, if you go and download the SeatGeek app and you use my code NASH, you're going to get $20 off your first order. That's an incredible deal. Start right off the bat, join the SeatGeek family, get $20 off right away, and go see a concert in your neck of the woods. And my thanks to SeatGeek for sponsoring this podcast. Okay, this is Kanye is married. He got married in January. This is his new wife, Bianca Censori. She looks like Kim.
She does
Yeah.
kind of look like Kim.
I'm really up to date with pop culture, so I knew exactly where you're going with this.
Are you being so facetious?
No, I was gonna say,
so you know.
because she looks like Kim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, doesn't she?
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, but I do think that just like
Looks a little bit
lot
more
of
natural though.
people look
Like Kim?
like Kim.
Yeah. I think that the weirder thing is that she's on his team, right? She said he's like the architect. She's the architect
She's the
or something.
architect. She's worked with him for a while, yeah.
Because he's so on a spiral right now, I feel almost like this is arranged to kind of keep him in line, to keep him in check, because she's on his team.
Oh.
And he's been like
maybe
not good, and now we haven't really heard much from him. So maybe
Right.
she's kind of like,
Yeah.
you know how people say that Britney Spears got freed from her whatever it's called.
Yep.
But her husband, they think that her husband's kind of still
Yeah.
controlling her life.
Kevin Federline.
No.
Oh
my
Not the
God.
first one.
I'm way off.
20 years ago.
I'm way off.
No, this guy Sam, his name is.
Who's he?
He's like
your husband?
a model, like workout guy or something, and they're married.
Oh.
And people think that he's now like, yeah, she's free, but he is controlling her.
But she's not well.
now. No, I don't think so either.
So someone needs to get in there and control it.
yeah,
Yeah. She's not. well.
I hope that she.
I never understand that when people are all like free Britney, and then you look at her and you're like, she's not well.
I feel like she needs to get freed from like everyone that's been in her life and needs to actually be around people who genuinely want to see her get better. Like
Well,
I just feel like
that's
everyone
tough
in her
to-
life is so
She's doing
see
good.
Britney Spears with dollar signs.
Yeah, but that is tough to get rid of everybody who's been in your life and then surround yourself with new people who actually
I
care
know,
about you.
I know. But I'm saying for someone like Britney, like she has to have somebody in her life that is like, okay, you need to get away from all of these people that are just controlling you because they want what's best for them.
Yeah, I think it's a really tough situation because she's like alienated people too. Like her and her sister don't get along. Her and her mom don't get along, right? Like
Yeah.
who does she get along with that's going to want to take care of her now?
Yeah,
you
and
know?
then that.
Well, it's not that
person
they
will
don't get
seem like they're
along;
using
it's
her.
that they like controlled her life and lied about her life and everything.
This is couples who sleep together. Couples who are choosing not to sleep together anymore.
Oh no.
Separate bedrooms. What do you guys think?
I think sleeping next
Look
to
at this
someone
guy
is
in the
part
back.
of like he's happy.
I'm
She's
just-
like, "Do not come in my room, even for the photo shoot."
You know it was her
Yeah.
decision. yeah.
Yeah.
For the photo shoot.
So is this like they don't have anymore and they live in separate rooms?
No,
Or-
they still have sex.
Texting?
No, what it is
Oh, he's not.
I follow a girl on TikTok who does this. So what it is you have your own separate space. Like especially for her, she is very into like pink and purple and like very just things that I guess are more feminine. And her boyfriend is like I guess more just like bland and whatever. So she wanted to have her own super dream like Barbie girl room for herself.
Yeah.
And her boyfriend has like his functional room and they have sleepovers in each other's rooms all the time. But she gets to have her own space that's completely hers that he doesn't get to, if he's messier, mess up her room at all. And it's just like it makes them happier to have their own separate spaces. But they still, sleep together a lot.
The thing that's nice about sleeping together is that like I know you must love me because like I have like the TV on during the night. I'm like eating in the middle of the night. You know what I mean? Like it's like really solidifies for me how much she loves me.
I think it's such an intimate thing to like sleep with someone, like next
Yeah.
to them and like wake up next
Tell
to
them
them.
what I do at 3 a.m.
You want that out?
Yeah, I want it out at 3 a.m. That's why I do it.
I think these guys would be
But, like,
interested to
he
hear.
really like will eat like snacks, like full, like not just like, oh, have a little snack. And like he doesn't do it secretively like in the kitchen. He brings it into the room. And so like when I wake up, like there's like crumbs stuck to my body. Or like the other day there's a peppermint patty. Like,
Have you ever
stuck to
seen
my
that
bed.
clip in SpongeBob where it's Patrick? He's dead asleep and his alarm goes off at like 3 a.m. He goes, "Oh boy, 3 a.m." Grabs a cheeseburger and starts eating it. And then goes
Same
back to
time
sleep.
and everything.
That's Jason.
I'm not opposed to the separate bedroom thing. Like I'm definitely like I could go both ways on it. You
Yeah.
know, like
Right.
I like the idea of having your own space and also kind of spicing up. even the part of it too. Like, come over to my room tonight.
Like,
you know,
yeah,
like,
that's
that's
my
good.
room.
Yeah, that
That's
is
kinda
good.
cool.
We kind of have like, well, we sleep in the same bed, but like all of my stuff, almost all my stuff, is in a completely separate room, and that's like my office / closet.
Mhm.
So if I put a bed in there, then it would be like a whole separate bedroom. But
I also wouldn't care enough to like decorate my room in any sort of way. So like I like that we have a shared room that we can both
That
tag
she can
team to
decorate.
decorating. Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
have something on the walls.
You pick it and I'll order it.
Okay, guys, this is a celebrity dating game for Jac. She's gonna go and pick through. She's gonna show you 2 guys on the board, and you're just gonna say which one you like better,
'Kay.
and then that person will move on. This is Chris Evans and Chris Hemsworth.
oh, easy, Chris Evans. I do love Chris Hemsworth, but Chris
Okay,
Evans.
Chris Evans wins. Here we go. Okay, the next one is Joe Jonas versus Chris Evans. Here we go.
Chris Evans,
I mean, that's easy. Yeah.
easy.
Sorry, Joe Jonas.
I love Joe Jonas's wife more than Joe Jonas.
Chris Evans or Timothy Chalamet. Here we go.
Chris Evans.
Whoa!
You might as well just like end the game now.
No,
You
no,
s-
no, no.
Started with Chris Evans.
Okay,
Chris
Chris
Evans is
Chris
not my-
Evans
my-
or Liam Hemsworth.
Oh, Chris Evans.
Okay, we don't even have to bring him up. See ya.
I'm a Miley girl through and through.
Chris Evans or Tom Holland.
I knew this was gonna happen.
I think she's moved on. I think she's Chris Evans.
So I love me some Tommy, but
What happened? I thought you were all Tom Holland.
I was, but
She loves
now that I'm literally less than a week away from being 30,
yeah.
She's so mature now.
I have matured my taste buds. Him and Zendaya make the perfect couple, and I hope they absolutely never break up.
Oh.
But my taste buds are into the 30s and older, so we're sticking with Chris. I love you, Tom.
Wow, that is quite
When
the
you hit
upset.
30, come
beautiful.
back.
Quite the
Holy
upset.
shit. When Jess and I were planning this game, we never thought that Tom Holland would get his ass kicked.
I know.
By Chris Evans?
You know what?
I'm trying
Seriously.
to think of who's above. Like, would it be like a Theo James or who's that
Oh.
guy in the fucking?
Who's Theo James?
Theo James. He's in the new season of White Lotus. The most handsome man in
one
the
who
show.
shows his pee-pee.
It's not real.
The-
It's a
Is
prosthetic.
the brown-haired dude?
Yeah.
The guy who is like
Like a real douche.
yeah, the douche.
Yeah.
I think it was probably a
He's
less
really good.
attractive role for him to play as well.
Yeah, he played like really, I think he like talked weird with his mouth, but maybe he didn't.
No, he's really attractive.
But he's very handsome.
Harry Styles up there?
Harry.
Do you have to look at the name for that?
Yeah, like
Well, no, she went out of order. I don't know. She wanted me to go in a certain order. Oh, it's tough. She doesn't know.
That is tough because
She knows.
we saw Harry Styles perform and woo.
Yeah,
She
he
knows.
was
You
great.
just talked about your whole 30 mature thing.
He's almost 30.
It's not about his age. It's about
How old is he?
29.
29. Okay.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say Chris Evans still. Oh, I don't know. That's hard.
Gotta pick. We gotta go.
Who do I want to sing to me? Probably Harry.
She's playing it out in her
No,
head.
I'm gonna say Chris.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Out
say
loud.
Chris. I'm gonna say Chris.
Chris over Harry.
Yeah.
ooh, the internet's not gonna like that one.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
I'm not 17 years old, so that would never
Oh,
work.
Okay.
He keeps it legal. Come on.
Oh,
get
right.
him
Sorry,
out.
I'm not 19. Sorry.
Here we go. Dylan O'Brien.
Chris. Dylan's never done it for me. He's cute, for sure.
He's a cool actor. He's good in stuff.
But also, my friend has a big old crush on him, so like,
Let her have it.
yeah.
That's
I can't.
hers, not mine.
And the last one would be Chris Evans versus Scott Sire.
Oh.
That would be the final
Wow.
rose here.
Get that right. Why you gotta use that photo?
Ow, I
Well, and we
see.
can see your decision is probably pretty easy.
Yeah, I'd hit Chris Evans on that one.
Never.
It's not a bad photo, Scott.
It's not a bad photo. It's not a great photo.
It's not my favorite photo of him.
It's good for band stuff.
It was my inked photo when I did the magazine, so that's why I'm like shirtless.
Yeah.
I'm a little tubby there. That's when I was.
Jack still hasn't answered.
No.
You haven't.
Because it's
I choose Scott.
Yes. Okay. All
That was
right. All
beautiful.
right.
not based on those photos.
Living with Jay, is he a third wheel? Oh.
Not so much. We
That one got my eye, Jack.
Jay likes to kind of keep to himself,
Yeah.
and he used to live in the house. Now he moved into the guest house. Jac's best friend Alex moved into where Jay used to live. She's kind of a third wheel.
No, she is. She is a third wheel.
I know, Alex. She's great.
But she's a great third wheel.
She's great. She's so fun, and she also like gets me like she makes Jac do things with me more often.
Oh,
so
good.
like even last night I was talking about being so bored and like nighttime is boring. I'm like not drinking. I want something to do. I want to go somewhere. And I was like, you want to like go in and out? And Jac's like, do you want me to go with you? I was like, okay, no. And then I was like, I'm gonna go to Barnes and Noble. F it. And Alex was like, okay, Jac, put your shoes on. We're going with him to Barnes and Noble. Like, so it's like she like gets her to like
That's
do
really
stuff.
I get into like when I'm home and comfortable, I get into slumps of like I just don't want to go anywhere. I'd rather just be home. So it's hard for me to sometimes break through that like anxiety of not wanting to leave my house.
But when she does, she has a great time.
But then, yeah, so like when Scott says, like, let's go do something, because it's Scott, it's so easy for me to be like, I really don't want to. And same thing, if Alex asked me to, it's so easy for me to be like, I really don't want to. But when the two of them are saying, let's do something, I'm like, all right, I got to do it. So it's been good for me to have both of them kind of like gang up on me, but just for my own benefit. Yeah.
A little extra push, but also you've been like doing more stuff more often recently in the first place.
Yeah, I have to say, we were like researching you and stuff, and we went to your YouTube channel. And like you haven't posted, you should post.
I know.
Your videos are doing so good.
I know. My whole thing is I think like over the pandemic, I got like super. People always used to say they get addicted to their phone and social media, and I never felt that. And I've been in social media for so long, but over the pandemic, I definitely got addicted, and I started like just comparing myself to other creators that were doing things that I don't even want to be doing, but it's what people were watching and enjoying. So I just sort of psych myself out and think like, oh, this is what I need to be doing. This is what I need to be doing. And I lost like touch with what I actually want to be doing. Is it fun to
post? Do you like to post or no?
So I like to post when I'm posting the things that like I genuinely like. Like I fell into the influencer trap where it's like, everyone wants to be an influencer right now. So I need to be also an influencer. Do the get it readies with me. Talk about what makeup I'm doing, blah, blah, blah. But that's not me. Like I've never been a big makeup person. I've always been my like, kind of, it's my personality. Like I like to just be like a performer and entertainer, make people laugh, not really be like, oh, use this mascara. So I'm trying to find the balance of still being an influencer, but not an influencer. Like just kind of like,
right.
Yeah, like
do it when you want to, not have the pressure of like I need to like post 3 times a day on TikTok every day for
share
like
my
every
skincare
week.
routine that I don't even do most of the time. Like I'm kind of like the opposite of an influencer. I don't want to be here being like, guys, this is the morning drink that I drink every single morning to make myself better. And it's like, I drink that once a month, maybe, but I'm going to be on the internet saying I do it every day just because that's what other people are doing. It's not me.
I think it's a more intense struggle that a lot of people are going through. Essentially, is like
finding your like what you want to be doing.
Yeah.
And like posting because you enjoy it, not because you feel like you have to.
Yeah.
Oh, great words from Scott and Jac. Wrapping it up here on the All Good Things podcast. Babe, anything to add?
Well, I just wanted to say I think you guys are a beautiful couple, and that I think that you should get married and have like children and stuff, like many children.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think you guys would make a really, really cute baby.
We were thinking about maybe, what was it, 3 if we were to?
3?
Yeah. But we
3
don't know.
kids?
Maybe 4. Keep it even.
I think you should do 4.
Yeah, but maybe, what about half of 1?
How about one that I can have C-sectioned out of me and then surrogate C-sections. All of the rest of them?
Surrogate the rest?
What would half of 1 be?
I don't want to.
That'd be like
I don't know why I said that.
That'd be like a fetus that didn't make it.
I don't know I said that. We'll skip the half of 1 and just go straight to 1.
I skipped right over it. I was like, I don't even know what that means.
How many are you going to have? We going to have?
Well, we'll have 2.
Yeah.
And then
you'll
be so in love with them, and they'll be like so great that then I'll be like,
better than what we got up there?
More.
I don't know why I just thought of this, but we were watching, like, Jac's been on a Friends kick, and we were watching the one with Tom Selleck and Monica.
Yeah.
And he's older than her, and he's like, I can't have kids again. I don't want to have kids again. And she's like, I don't think I can go and, like, not have kids. I don't think I can do it. And then he's like, you know what? If I have to, I'll do it. I'll do it if I have to. I don't want to lose you, Monica. I'll do it if I have to. And she's like, well, I can't be with you because you said if I have to so many times.
Yeah, she was like, if you didn't say if I have to so many times, I'd be excited. But because you said if I have to, she's like, I want to have kids with someone who wants to have kids.
Right, right.
He's like,
wait.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I think there's something sweet, though, about you like if you were with anyone else, you wouldn't have kids, but because it's me, you're open to it. Like,
Yeah,
think
I agree with that.
so
And also, I
romantic.
think that like again in the show, literally the way he was like, if I have to, like it was
Yeah,
so
it was like-
clear he did not want to at all.
Right.
I wasn't even relating it to your guys' situation or anything like
Yeah.
that. I was just saying because I just
I was.
watched
Feels
that
like
and
you
we were
guys are
talking
telling
about
me
kids.
to-
No.
Scott, shut the up.
I'm inspired.
All right, guys, that's the show. That's the All Good Things podcast. Go check out Scott on OnlyFans. Go check out Jac on Instagram and TikTok. Go check out Nivine on Instagram. Go check out Scott's new weed business, Happy Face.
Happyface.com, everybody.
Coming to Melrose, coming to Zaza. If you live in LA, you can go get it. You can also order it on the Weed Postmate service, right? Weed Maps.
It's going to be on Hyperwolf.
Hyperwolf. That's where you order weed, right? Hyperwolf.
Yeah, you can order weed from Hyperwolf.
Jac, do you have anything else you want to plug? Anything?
My
No.
Okay. Should have started with that. Or
No,
finished
yeah,
with
I
it.
got
Looks like we are
nothing.
finishing with it.
Well, thank you so much for having us,
Yeah,
Jason
thank
and
you.
Nivine.
This
All
has
right.
been so lovely.
All right, bye guys. Thanks. Bye guys.